God wishes that all may prophesy in his own class. Everybody is a prophet in God's class. This is your boy Brian here. I'm back with another powerful, profound, and prolific broadcast. And today I'm continuing with Prophetic Dictionary. Prophetic Dictionary. And on Prophetic Dictionary, I have chosen to start with prophetic counseling. And prophetic counseling is a one-on-one ministry to help people with scriptural wisdom and insight, but also with the gifts of the Holy Spirit to discover root problems and minister deliverance, inner healing, and other diverse problems. And the words of knowledge and discerning of spirits are two key gifts necessary to move in this realm effectively. It allows the counselor to cut through hours of discussion and look beyond the veil of human reasoning to get right to the heart of the matter and bring resolution. This is what makes biblical counseling much more effective than the psychologists and psychiatrists who use only human wisdom and psychology. Under prophetic counseling, then there is prophetic school, and this prophetic school, it refers to a group of people who have the calling into prophetic ministry and have come together at one place to be schooled in hearing and recognizing the true voice of God and how to properly, timely minister that word with grace and wisdom for the greatest glory of God and good to mankind. It is also a training establishment in which young men were trained on how to move and operate in the prophetic realm in such a way that they are able to help the masses solve problems. And we have problems in Africa, and the problem in Africa is not that we are inadequate, we don't have finances and resources, we don't have knowledge to untap or mine or excavate that which God has given unto us. Again, inferiority complex. So when people are taught, they come out from this right dimensional realm of inferiority complex and they'll start to operate with the gusto and enablement. So the students that used to be taught and that were taught biblically, that we find in the book of Kings, they were called the sons of prophecy. They were under a school, and because they were under a school, they were taught how to prophesy, to recognize the voice of God as well. Samuel is recognized as founder of this school of the prophecy, which was continued by such prophets as Elijah and Elisha. We heard that one day the sons of prophets, they said unto Elisha, the place where we are operating is very small. Can you give us space? And they went and they started to till the place, and everybody brought some materials to construct this school. So prophetic schools, they did not start with the people, they started biblically, and we have to respect them. Then there is prophetic praying. This is a unique spirit directed kind of prayer that is directed at decreeing the future world of God in a present situation or a futuristic situation. It is a prophetic act of praying in the throne room where everything has already happened, and the past, the present, and the future, they are all in one, and they are simultaneously at one particular place. And prophetic praying is as prophesying with a prayer phrase ecologies. You pray, and you start to, as you be praying, you pray with prayer phraseologies. It is praying out of one spirit in a natural non-tongue. You start to flow, and as you be flowing as one praying out of his spirit in an unknown tongues, you start to activate yourself into dimensions of possibilities and impossibilities. And prophetic prayers are target prayers. They touch specific areas that are known in the natural to the one praying, and uses prophetic motivation, and well as word of knowledge, word of wisdom, discernment, and so forth, to address different situations, future situations, or problems before they transpire and before they eventuate. Again, we plunge into prophetic enigma under Prophetic Dictionary. This is a double-edged prophecy that speaks about the current events which are unfolding in the natural realm, or at the same time it points to events that are going to take place in the future, and while prophecy usually addresses the future, the present, and past separately, dual prophecy or enigma prophecy covers both the present and the future simultaneously. This refers to a hidden mystery, a divine truth, or spiritual puzzle which comes in parables, pictures, or things that are mysterious and need a further interpretation. So the OT prophets constantly received things that they don't understand and need to pray for more wisdom and understanding. Different with us, we have the Holy Spirit with us. We have the spirit of interpretation, the spirit of wisdom within us. So whatever is released or endowed in my spirit, I have got the power and the ability to interpret and to prophesy. So there are a lot of mysteries they received, the people of the OT, which were prophecies of the future that they could not grasp and understand. While we are still under that Prophetic Dictionary, we plunge into prophetic manifestations. Prophetic manifestations. When you are dealing with prophetic manifestations, this refers to diverse movements of the Holy Spirit from the spirit realm into visible and tangible manifestations in the natural realm. Then when the manifestation happens in the natural realm, it becomes the first level or point of contact with the realm of the spirit, and it depicts a tangible presence of the Holy Spirit in the natural realm. And again, it comes in divergent forms such as hysterical, trembling, under the power, laughing, ecstasy, under the power or the influence of the Holy Spirit, then dancing in the spirit and falling under the power. So prophetic manifestations is to do with the manifestations of a truth or a revelation that God is bringing to the attention of the body of Christ that has been neglected. So when you're dealing with a Prophetic Dictionary, these are some of the things that we need to take note of, and we need to continue to pray to God that He may give us wisdom based on these items like prophetic prayers, prophetic enigma, prophetic manifestations, prophetic schools, and prophetic counseling. But it's all encapsulated in wisdom. We need to pray for wisdom so that we may know how to decode such things. May God bless you. Shalom.